Right, how's it going, guys? I'm just going to do a quick video on how I grow my sphagnum moss. So obviously it is, well, commonly bought in this form, which is, it's alive, but it's obviously not been exposed to sunlight, and it's kind of, to the untrained eye, it can look very dead. But you can actually use this, grow it, and you can have your own source of sphagnum moss. And if you don't get through too much of it, as an individual, then it's quite a good way of growing your own. So you're going to obviously need some of that, and then a Tupperware tub is what I'll be using today. I've done it with Tupperware tubs, using cling film instead of a plastic lid, but I'm going to be using a plastic lid for this one. Any sort of container is fine as long as it's watertight and you can put cling film over the top. That's not a problem. So it's very, very straightforward. Just get it into your container. I find it grows a lot quicker when you cut it up into smaller pieces. So I'm going to be cutting it all up. Don't worry, this won't kill it. It is practically indestructible. So cut it up nice and small. So when you cut it into smaller pieces, it will grow from several points rather than some. I'll show you in a minute that I've been growing for a while now, where I didn't cut it up, and it just grows from the tips of the long pieces of sphagnum moss. So just cut it up roughly. That'll probably do. So let's get that off there. So I've cut it up, and then you're gonna want to spread it around. I could probably put a bit more in here, but this is just for the video, so this would be fine. You can leave any bits of stuff that isn't moss in there, it's not a problem, as long as there's no creepy crawlies. But if you're buying it in this form, it should be free of any pests anyway. So I'm gonna add some water to this, just give it a good soak in. It doesn't matter if there's too much water in there or not, I guess, as long as it's not absolutely half full, that's fine. So just so the bottom is kind of covered, because we're going to keep the lid on anyway, so the water's just going to evaporate up, hit the lid, and then drip back down into it. Yep, that's plenty. So you just want it so it's nicely saturated like that, if you can see. And then it literally is as simple as leaving the lid on. Right, I'm going to close one side, I'm going to close one half of the lid, but have this half just open, so slightly there. And then you're going to want to leave this in a bright part of your house, maybe a windowsill. You can leave it in direct sun, I think, but I've not been doing that. I've just been leaving mine in a bright lit area, and it's been growing okay. So it's literally as simple as that. If you want to put a date on it to kind of measure how much it grows, then obviously that's up to you. Yeah, so I'm now going to grab some that I've grown previously to this where I haven't cut it up, which I keep it just down here. This has been growing for, God, it's got to be about a month, maybe a month. As you can see, it's turned really green, so it goes from this almost dead looking material to this really bright green. So I'm gonna take this cling film off here. It doesn't grow too quick, but if you're not using sphagnum moss too quick, then it's absolutely fine. And you'll see what I mean when I said it just grows from the tips. So here you've got some random grass growing in here. That's fine. Yeah, so that's about a month's growth. And then you could either cut and come again, where you cut the top off, collect this, and then let it grow again, or you can cut it all up again, so chop it all up to let it regrow, or just harvest it and use it all if you need. So that's what I've been doing. I'll show you as well. I have also been growing it in my propagator. Let me just turn you around. There's also a little container here, and it's been growing in that as well. I did actually have some seeds in that. They were Nepenthes seeds, but they just haven't shown. They've been in there for about a month and a half. They haven't shown. I know they do take long to come up sometimes, but I think I'm just going to give up on that for now. So yeah, there's that. But this is the method I grow it. This is, to me, was just an experiment. but it's grown really nicely in a month, and I'll be able to use that for potting on maybe my Drosera seedlings or my Pinguicula seedlings or my pullings. So yeah, it's really handy to be able to grow it yourself, and it's something that you can just put to one side, forget about it, and it will grow by itself. You don't need to water it, because it being sealed, it waters itself. If you would like, mine hasn't gone stagnant at all, but I know in some different climates it might go stagnant a lot quicker. But you can maybe add some charcoal to it so that it doesn't go stagnant so quick, or you can change the water every now and again. But mine has never caused any smell, it's just been happily forgotten about, and it's grown. So yeah, it's literally as simple as that. I know there are a few tutorials online, but I'm not able to leave it out in the garden all year round where I'm from, as far as I know. So I've just been growing it on my windowsill. So for people that are in the UK or the similar climates to the UK, then yeah, this is a great alternative option for just a hobbyist, really. Obviously it's not something you can do commercially unless you've got the space and the materials, but yeah. So let me know if you guys try this out, let me know how you do it, and yeah, it'd be good to hear any feedback on tips on how to grow it. I've never fed it, that's one thing I haven't tried. I've not tried fertilising it at all. Maybe a little nitrogen feed might be okay, but like I say, as just a hobbyist, I didn't really want to put too much into it. I just wanted to have it as a trial. Yeah, so thank you for watching. Hopefully this was helpful. I know it seems very, very straightforward and easy, but it's just an idea. You could do it in smaller containers, larger containers, just anything you've got in your cupboards. Try growing it in that. Just stick it in a bright place, and it will grow for you. So yeah, you probably can do it with the dried sphagnum moss as well, because I've had that come back to life many times for me. So you probably could use that as well if you've got that, and that should work absolutely fine. It probably will take a little longer to get started, but it will work. So yeah. Alright, thank you for watching. Hopefully this was helpful to someone, and I will see you in my next video.